Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy, G-reg. We are back with another video, back with another stream. Today, we are reacting to, whoops, I gotta go back. EWU crime, story time, team killer stabs her friend to death, and laughs about it. Let's get into it.
That you found a body for.
Well, who said anything about a homicide?
So you're that guy. I like knives.
You'll just see images of yourself stabbing someone or something like it's a memory, but you didn't do it.
No, I want to know the whole story. That's what I want to know.
Are you scared right now?
Mm-mm.
I would be.
The terror begins in St. Joseph, Missouri, when a chilling discovery is made in a local park. A young woman has been stripped, stabbed, and left in the woods. But who is she? Police must answer that question and sort through a sea of suspicious characters to find her killer. But just as they begin to find answers in local rumors of violent boyfriends and teenage jealousy, the victim herself leads the investigation into the far darker realm of a twisted, demonic obsession.
But
Well,
that's
whenever
what I
you reach out to a demon and you accept them into your body, they make people kill people. You're going to think I'm crazy, but I've been to hell before.
You danced around in her blood and blah, blah. Yay, me! Look at me! Here's to you, Satan!
Who did the murder?
Man, hey, you're gonna be hearing me talk about God so much this video. Fuck the devil. Hey, Satan, go fuck yourself, bitch. God's on top always. Jesus on top always, bro.
On the morning of October
the devil,
16,
bro.
2016, while out on his usual Sunday jog through the wooded trails of Krug Park, a runner stumbles across a sight that he almost discards as someone's idea of a sick prank. But to his horror, he notices what looks like blood. Terrified, he calls 911.
Wait, what?
Major 911.
What?
Blood's idea of a sick prank.
My first thought, what the fuck?
On his usual Sunday jog through the wooded trails of Krug Park, a runner stumbles across a sight.
My first thoughts was someone was being funny. It was just, bro, I can't read this handwriting. What? Bro, learn to fucking write. And someone, because it was right in the middle of the trail. It was just some kids and put it there. Oh, to scare someone because it was right in the middle of the trail. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that second thought. My first thoughts was someone was
discards as someone's idea of a sick prank.
Bro.
But to his horror,
I noticed some blood around the neck area, and I continued to run, still thinking it was fake. Oh.
Notices what looks like blood. Terrified, he calls 911.
Major 911, where's your emergency?
I'm out running the trails at Krug Park, and I'm pretty sure I just ran right across the dead body.
Why do you think that there's a dead body there?
I mean, I wasn't sure if it was a mannequin like Halloween or not, but because it's just sitting there dead still. But I stood there, for 2 minutes trying to take everything in, and it's real. I didn't touch it. I didn't look, but it's.
Is it on the trail?
It's actually like right in the middle of the trail, which is why I thought it was like a mannequin or somebody playing a joke. But I don't think so.
Does she have any injuries, anything like that?
I came up to the front, but it looked like a hole like in the middle of the chest and a cut by her neck, like maybe her neck was split or something.
Okay, can you describe the person to me?
Young lady, completely like her clothes are all ripped off. The shoes are right next to her.
She white, black, Hispanic.
White.
Did you see any hair or eye color on the female?
The eyes are wide open, they're brown.
The St. Joseph.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not looking into the eyes of a dead person. 100%. I've been to funerals, all right, and I've open casket. One of the most important funerals I've ever been to was an open casket. Yeah, no, nuh-uh. I'm not. Nope, man. I think I only looked at. I don't want to say I'm just gonna say the body. I only looked at the body once. I can't do that shit.
Responds to the call and finds a girl's body lying prone on the wooded trails. Whoever left her there made no effort to hide her. The girl's clothing has been cut off and discarded right beside her body. Splatters of blood stain the fallen leaves and the ground underneath her. But curiously, there's very little blood on her clothes, indicating that she was disrobed prior to the stabbing. Her press-on fingernails have mostly broken off, and investigators find them underneath her body and in her hair. Beyond that, there's very little to go on. There are no weapons at the scene, and worse, They cannot find any ID on the girl or in the vicinity. Not only do police need to figure out who killed this young woman, they must first determine who she is. When nothing comes up in the system after a fingerprint scan or a search of missing persons reports, officers run with the only clue they have, her torn t-shirt from Central High School. Detectives head to the school and meet with administrators. At the same time, an autopsy is taking place across town. The medical examiner finds that the girl, known only as Krug Park Jane, had her throat slashed twice, and that she was also stabbed twice in the torso with a single-edged knife, one of which damaged her liver and caused her to bleed out internally, ultimately ending her life. Notably, there's also evidence that she was strangled prior to her death. Back at Central High School, investigators get their first real break in the case after showing crime scene photos of the girl's face to the assistant principal and the school resource officer. They recall a girl who attended the school as a sophomore last year. When they pull up the girl's picture in the system, police finally have a positive ID. The dead girl in the woods is no longer Krug Park Jane. She is 17-year-old Caitlin Root. While police don't immediately release her name to the media, it isn't long before the town of St. Joseph lights up with information about the killing, and a whole host of peculiar suspects come out of the woodwork. Detectives realize right away that it won't be easy to find the killer, but they have no idea what strange demonic twists await them. To get started, police turn to Facebook, which will become an unusually valuable source of information in this
Hey, I'm just gonna say this, bro. In the big 2-5, bro, if you under 30 years old and you use Facebook, bro, I'll say under 25 because I know, because that's 10 years older than me. Yeah, so I guess they were around for the fucking age of Facebook. Yeah, if you 25 and younger, bro, you really should not be like. Why are you on Facebook? Real shit. What's the fucking Facebook is a bunch of old people. Facebook's like the older version of Twitter, all right? People go on there to see, I'm not even going to say what they see on Facebook and Twitter, but it's just like, bro, just no.
Starting with Caitlin's page, they're able to track down the people she's been staying with, none of whom are her actual family members. As it turned out, Caitlin lived with her friend Crystal and Crystal's grandmother Sheila. Police speak to them at the house and also with the woman next door, Sheila's daughter Tabitha. And it is in talking to her that police stumble across their first good lead, a young man named Kevin who Caitlin accused of hitting her just a couple of days prior. While the source of this allegation would be revealed later, for now, police once again turn to Facebook, where Kevin and his friends have been making some very aggressive posts to reject this accusation. It started when Kevin posted 2 days before, on Saturday, tagging Caitlin and insisting that he never laid a hand on her, saying, "I don't hit women." This sparks social media chaos that spills into Sunday, with Kevin and his supporters assailing Caitlin's character and reputation, even as Tabitha informs them in real time on Monday that Caitlin is dead and the police are at her house. Kevin responds, telling Tabitha at one point, "Take me to court because the truth will come out." Detectives are stunned by the bizarre drama surrounding their murder victim. Suspicion only grows when they later speak to a girl who claims to have seen a car associated with Kevin at Krug Park at 10:30 p.m. on the night of the murder. With Kevin looking more like a viable suspect, police bring him in for questioning. They notice quickly that he's collected some minor injuries in recent days.
So you got a little scratch there. You remember where that's from?
It's new, sitting on my buddy Derek's trailer. And he has a metal bar. Went to lift my arm up and I caught the edge of it. Got me.
Okay, cool. Now you slide your boots off on me.
Oh, shoot. This is kickstarting dirt bike. Yeah.
Looking for the ultimate destination for fun? Well, look no further. AMF is the perfect.
But before they can determine if Kevin's cuts and bruises are as casual as he makes them out to be, they need to know more about his relationship with Caitlin. He tells them he's only hung out with her a couple of times, the latest of which was Thursday, 2 days before her murder. Kevin says his friend was with him when he picked her up.
And Chris still with you?
Okay, he stayed with me.
Bro, looks like he's fucking. Is she not young? He looks like he's old, bro. I'm not
I picked her
lying.
up all until the time I dropped her off. off. I mean, we've literally been with each other all day, every day for like the past month.
Did she stay the night that night?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything go on that night?
Did
While you're back at the house? You cut her.
Just cuddled, that's
Okay.
it.
Kevin tells the detectives that Caitlin was fine when he dropped her back home the next day. It wasn't until Saturday morning, 2 days later, that he got a strange phone call.
Saturday, 689 number called me saying that I was a woman beater or whatever. If I was going to beat a woman, I needed to go beat on him or whatever. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I hung up on him, and then I called Caitlin, and I was like, what the hell's going on? She's like, you know what you did. You gave me 2 bloody noses or whatever, and she hung up on me. Haven't talked to her since.
Kevin tells the detectives that Caitlin's ex-boyfriends have reached out to him since his Facebook post, saying she's been known to play these games in the past.
Women, don't play no games, bro. Because hey, I'm just going to say this. One girl tried to play me, fucked around and found out, bro. Took that bitch to court. Don't fucking play those shits, bro. Don't do none of that shit, bro. Girls should be prosecuted for fake allegations. They should be put in prison for the same amount of time that the dude would have been put in prison if he was convicted. The bitch should go in prison for that long. Like, bro, there's so many and yes, it's women. You don't see no dudes doing this. Like, it's all women, bro. You women need to get this shit the fuck. I'm not saying men are perfect. I know there's shit out there that men do. Let me think. Men, I can't honestly think of anything on my dome because I'm talking about this. But I know men, there's certain shit that men do a lot, mostly. And there's a lot of shit that women do a lot, mostly. This is one of them. Women accuse, you girls think you're smarter than everybody else. You're not. You're not. You're not smarter than, dude, I guarantee every single wife in America. Hold on, I was going to say something crazy. I was going to make a crazy claim. I was going to say something. I'm smarter. Probably, bro. I'm smarter than every wife in America that's been married for more than 10 years. Yeah. Or 5. Girls, just cool. You're strong, independent women. We all get that. Cool. Go do your thing. But when you get to 30 and you want kids and you want a husband, but you're a fucking hoe all your teens and all your fucking 20s, ain't nobody fucking with that. You've been divorced 3 times and you're 31. What the fuck? No dude that's high class is gonna fuck with that. Or middle class. Real shit, bro. You're gonna have bums like this dude your whole life. Be smarter. For real. Don't be accusing people of shit just to get some money. Because your parents kicked you out, you dropped out of school, cool, nobody gives a fuck. Like, what? All those girls sell their bodies after. That's how that goes.
He also gives a full accounting of how he spent Saturday, the day of the murder, and names a few people who can back up his alibi. Police track those people down in the coming hours, and they find that Kevin's story is airtight. But if he isn't responsible for Caitlin's death, then who is? Perhaps the answer lies in a guy named Adam that Caitlin spoke about Thursday night.
What exactly did she tell you about Adam?
That this guy has the biggest crush on her. She doesn't want to be with him. She's a messenger. Blah, blah, blah. There was one on there, whenever I went on there earlier, and it said something about he's done whenever people disappear, they disappear, and he tagged her in it.
Police already know the name Adam. He was one of the last people to see Caitlin alive. As detectives begin looking into this new person of interest, another squad of police continues the investigation out at Krug Park. On Monday morning, they come upon a promising site in the woods. It's the back of a ZTE cell phone. Nearby, on the north side of the same trail, they locate a phone battery. Unfortunately, the search for the main part of the phone, the part that could give them valuable insight into what Caitlin was doing the night she was killed, and who she might have been with, concludes without success. For the moment, it looks like another dead end without answers. But before the week is through, it will provide their biggest lead yet. In the meantime, perhaps an inquiry into Adam can shed some light. Police hear that Caitlin was apparently with Adam at a party Saturday night. the very night she was killed. According to the story, Caitlin left the party with Adam and 2 other guys. Their destination...
Kids, stay with your parents, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Don't leave your fucking parents when you're not 18, bro. Until you're 18, bro. I was one of the rare cases that actually did that shit, and now I'm cooling. But, bro, I'm not even gonna speak on it, bro. Like going to a park in the middle of the night with 2 random dudes, Caitlin, bro. What were you, R.I.P. What were you thinking? What were you thinking?
The car, Adam and Caitlin walked off into the woods together.
Jeez.
Not long after, only Adam returned, telling the other 2 that she'd gone off by herself. As with Kevin, Adam reportedly made some Facebook posts that alarmed some of those following his feed. In one, he allegedly wrote, he wished he would have never have done that. But police can't go on rumors and teenage gossip. They need the facts. They bring Adam down to the station for questioning, hoping that something about his story will shed light on this mysterious tragedy.
Let me ask you this, and you might be pissed off at me for asking this, but I gotta ask it.
Go ahead.
Did you have anything to do with anything that happened to Caitlin?
No, I did not.
You understand what I gotta ask?
Yes.
Adam tells the police he was hanging out at Caitlin's house on Saturday night, but it wasn't long before she became distracted.
What's the relationship between her and Amanda?
As far as I know, they're just friends.
And that's Amanda?
Yeah.
Okay. Have they had any trouble with each other before, or?
No, but I've had my doubts about Amanda, and I don't really trust her. So basically, yeah, they were texting on Facebook, and then about 20 minutes after we got back from meeting up with Tab, that's whenever she was like, I gotta hurry up and get down here. She's about to pull up and everything. I'm like, oh, you should not go.
Did she say what she was gonna go do?
Yeah, she said that they were gonna go sit at Hyde Park, and they were gonna basically be hanging out and everything else. Just basically doing girl stuff.
So let's back up just a little bit. What made you feel like she shouldn't go? I mean, what instinct was it? Was it because you don't like that, or was it?
I had a bad feeling about her leaving, especially like around like almost 11 o'clock at night and going with somebody that I don't trust. She didn't listen. She went down to the corner on 15th and Olive, got into a car that I couldn't even actually recognize. It looked like a SUV, and it's the last I heard from her.
The others at the house that night back up Adam's story, including the detail that matters the most, that she was messaging Amanda and making plans to meet up with her. The investigators know who they must talk to next.
What do you think happened?
Personally, I believe that Amanda had some sort of hand in it.
This is a name police have come across before. Caitlin's dad, when asked who she was friends with, immediately came up with 2 names. Amanda was one of them. Despite this, it doesn't seem that she and Caitlin were especially close. Indeed, it didn't strike Tabitha as odd that Amanda would pick her up at the corner instead of coming to the house. She tells police that Amanda's lifestyle and attitude have led the others at the house to dislike her. Caitlin's friend Crystal also...
Is it a fucking house of teenage bums? Bro, what the fuck?
Backs Adam up, telling police that Caitlin left with Amanda that fateful night. If Amanda isn't responsible for killing Caitlin Root, maybe she can help identify who is. They arrest her on an outstanding and unrelated warrant and bring her to the interrogation room to see what she knows about Caitlin's final hours.
A girl by the name of Caitlin Root.
Yes.
How do you know her?
Do I have to say all this?
Well, I'm just asking questions. I'm just curious. How do you know her?
Well, she's your best friend.
Oh, she's your best friend? Was?
Used to be. I don't hang out with her anymore. Can I ask what this is about?
I'm asking about Caitlin.
Okay, so
She's high right now. She's high. They picked her up right after she did something.
Well, she's missing.
What?
She's missing. Yeah.
When did she go missing?
The other day. I'm not quite sure what day.
Yeah, she's high. They know she's high.
Oh, I just think...
Meth head.
I went to I don't know what day it was. It was like some day last week.
Like how many? Like a whole week ago?
I don't know. I went to the people that she was living with, and I asked for a ride.
Amanda seems confused as to why her name would have come up in this investigation. and she walks the detectives through her movements on Saturday, none of which had anything to do with Caitlin. When the detective presses her, her confusion turns to irritation.
Somebody said that you guys talked the other day on Facebook. Is that not true?
That's not true. I haven't talked to Caitlin on Facebook.
Or Messenger or something
Nothing like that. I don't even have her number. It's been changed to, and I know it.
But you don't need a number.
Like, I can get on my Facebook and show you. If, you know what I'm saying?
How many Facebook accounts do you have?
One, Amanda Panda.
Detective Ogdell uses the opportunity to look Amanda up on Facebook, but he scrolls for a long time before realizing that many people use the screen name Amanda Panda on the site. Interestingly, though, he only mentions one out loud.
Amanda Panda Dowell?
No.
The detective keeps scrolling without a second thought, having no way of knowing that the individual behind that particular Facebook account will soon become one of the most important pieces of this twisted puzzle.
I just feel like there's something you're just not quite telling me.
There's no, I mean, I promise you I'm not keeping anything from it.
I'll be honest, we talked with somebody, said that you were with her Saturday night.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
As the detectives keep pressing Amanda, her irritation grows, and she urges them to run her story by her house manager.
You can actually, I wish you call Tina right now, please, if you would. Because she can verify this right now, right here, right now. 10 o'clock that night, I was up in my room. Loud music and all.
The detectives ask her to speak once more about the last time she saw Caitlin, but Amanda's patience is wearing thin.
I have not seen Caitlin since, well, it was a hey thing. Hi, see you later. I asked her to ask Crystal to come here because I asked Crystal there because Crystal is the one that lives there. Her grandmother, I asked her with her grandmother. I asked Crystal if there's anybody in there that would give me a ride, for me and my boyfriend a ride for $5. We gave them the $5 when they walked out and we got in the van. Does it make sense? I try to repeat myself.
Well, I understand.
No, I want to know the whole story. That's what I want to know. That's exactly what I want to know because I'm telling you guys what I did Saturday night at 10 o'clock p.m.
Well, I'm telling you that people are telling me you're the last person that...
Well, that's hilarious. Call Tina, please. 816-7...
We're working on that.
When? Because I want to hear her tell y'all.
Spend less on your kids with Amazon's low back-to-school prices.
What?
The detectives speak with Tina, Amanda's house manager, and she confirms that Amanda was home that night. It's another dead end in the investigation, but not the end of the road. On the 20th, 5 days after the murder, a team of investigators go back to Krug Park and organize a grid search, expanding on their earlier perimeter. It's a partial success. They find the main section of Caitlin's cell phone, but it's badly damaged. Forensic detectives working the case buy a similar phone to the one found in Krug Park. They swap out the SIM card between the two phones and boot it up. Almost immediately, they find a clue that will crack the case wide open. It comes in the form of the last picture taken on the phone. It's time-stamped to the night of the murder, but there are no people visible in the picture. Instead, it seems to be the front of a convenience store. Detectives go in search of a store like the one in the picture, while analysts use Celebrite to begin extracting data from the phone. Neither set of detectives knows that what they are about to uncover would send the investigation into a valley of demons and darkness. Police find the convenience store shown in Caitlin's last photograph roughly 4 miles from her house. Surveillance footage from the night of the murder shows that around the timestamp marked on the photograph, a young man in a green Hyundai Santa Fe arrives at the store. He goes in, buys a couple of snacks, and returns to the car. They don't have a license plate, they don't see the driver of the vehicle, and they don't see Caitlin. For now, however, this is the best lead they have. But that's about to change. With the extraction of Caitlin's phone complete, police are able to look deeply into her digital life. They find what they're looking for right away. At 9:30 on the night of the murder, Caitlin got a message from a girl calling herself Amanda Panda on Facebook Messenger.
Amanda Panda Dowell?
No.
However, this is a different person and not the Amanda they spoke to on Monday. In the messages, she asked Caitlin to come hang out and smoke with her and her boyfriend. Furthermore, she gives Caitlin an instruction that sends a chill down the spines of the investigators. You don't tell anyone it's me, and you get free weed. The last message is from Caitlin, telling Amanda that she's walking down the street to meet her. It's the final message she will ever send. Looking through Amanda Panda's Facebook page, they quickly identify her. She's 17-year-old Amanda Bennett.
Look at this ugly bitch, bruh. Stupid goth bitch.
Currently
I can just tell this is the fucking bitch that did it.
An 18-year-old high school.
They would have never went to my, I was just going to say, they would never, drop out, exactly, yeah, they were bullied out of school, good shit.
Who works at McDonald's.
Never would have been in my school, bro.
Glance at Sebastian's online profile to identify him as the one in the convenience store
See
footage.
that?
And when investigators take a drive past the pair's house on King Hill Avenue, only a short distance from the store, they see something that provides even more confirmation. There in the alley behind the house is a green Hyundai Santa Fe, identical to the one in the video. On Saturday the 22nd, exactly 1 week after Caitlin Root's murder, police make their move. Detectives and officers descend on the couple at a local parade, cuff them, and embark on what they hope will be the final stage of this winding and
What were they doing? That's what I'm trying to look for. Where were they at? Along the parade route? What a parade route. I'm trying to find out what parade route or what kind of parade, because I'm trying to guess.
Investigation. They take Amanda Bennett almost immediately into an interrogation room at the law enforcement center. But if they expect to question
oh
a
my God, my nose. Sorry,
girl
chat.
ready to spill her guts about what happened last Saturday night, they instead find themselves across from a calm, almost jovial young woman. It's just the first of many surprises in store for the detectives.
You're 17?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What was
Today.
it? Today.
Happy birthday.
Any idea why you're here?
Mm-mm.
I'll be honest, I find it hard to believe you don't know why you're here. We have a lot of information. We have a lot of evidence. We have recovered a lot of things. And I know you know why you're here.
Look at this stupid bitch.
When do I ask for a lawyer?
You can ask for a lawyer anytime you want, if that's what you want to do.
Well, you guys think I did something, so I
Well,
think
what do you
I
think we think you did?
I don't know.
Then I would think you would want to find out what you think we did, you know?
I thought you were supposed to tell me what you think I did.
Well, here's the thing.
Obviously something bad, because I was in handcuffs.
Well, honey, everybody that comes here gets in handcuffs. I mean, everybody, we don't have a choice in that matter. It's policy. Everybody has to come in handcuffs. Did we think you were a big threat to us? No. But it's just policy. It's what we have to do. But I mean, obviously, there's an issue here. You've been arrested. You know, you're sitting in a room with two detectives.
Oh, my neck, bro.
Serious.
Yeah.
The detectives ask Amanda about her movements on Friday the 14th, 1 day before the murder, and she launches into a detailed story about what she and Sebastian did that night. It started, she tells them, when they went to the late movie, leaving their 2-month-old baby, Siler, in the care of Amanda's mother.
Man, who in the fuck would let these two have a kid, bruh? I know it's baby lives matter, and I know but the chance of this little motherfucker turning into like this shit is high. I can speak on that. My parents are, they were druggies and not no marijuana druggies. I'll just say that. They love the hard shit. And I got ADHD. I'm not gonna lie, my immune system, I will always say this, my immune system is the best immune system in the fucking world because they did so much fucking hard drugs that all my shit is just on high alert. All my blood and all this shit that I don't get sick ever. Chat, you will see, I will stream every day. I will do everything every day. I don't get sick, chat. I really don't. But I got ADHD. I used to have my anger. If someone would say a certain word, I just, boom. So I had to I had to go through a lot of shit. I had to fuck up a lot. I had to fuck up a lot to get my brain straight. And I'm still not straight. Like I'm not saying I'm perfect or anywhere near perfect, but I'm saying I've come a long way. But it's 100% of my parents and going through the system.
Planet Fitness.
That shit matters.
We're
Where you
all
come
strong on
from
this
matters,
planet.
bro. Like
One more, everybody.
I'm all down for, you know, all lives or
extra.
giving kids chances and shit. Yeah.
But
like I was through the system, but like at a point, man, if it's psycho, imagine 2 psychopaths that murdered people both have or get together and have a kid, bro.
The girl in the train. We're gonna go see that.
Is that good?
No.
Bro.
Most scary movies nowadays aren't good.
Facts.
But,
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, she's right about that one. I'm not even gonna cap.
we were late to that movie because that one started at like 10:15, I think. So we missed the previews, so a little bit at the beginning of the movie.
So you stayed for the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
And what'd you do after that?
And then we went to Sebastian's dad's house.
So you stayed there till what time you think? I mean, the movie probably didn't get out till midnight or something, did it?
Yeah, it took a while, and then we were talking for a while, and then my mom was like, "Where are you at?" It's at about 3, I think. She was like, "Where are you guys at?" And I was like, "At the movies." But then she was like, "The movies doesn't last like 5 hours." So I was like, "Okay, we're at Jeremy's house."
After your mom called you around 3, did you guys head home then, or?
Mm-hmm.
Having gotten a detailed account of Amanda's itinerary from last Friday night, the detectives now focus on the next night, the one that really matters.
What about Saturday? Yeah, what time did you guys get up Saturday?
I got my days mixed up. All of this that I just told you happened on Saturday.
All that happened on Saturday?
Yes, because we got up for church the next day.
You ain't going to church, baby. Hell nah. Hell nah. You a Satanist for real, bitch. You do not go to church. You do not worship the King, the Lord, our Savior, Jesus Christ. You do not. You do not. You do not. Don't claim that, bitch. Do not claim that.
So that was Saturday.
You stupid.
Was this an innocent mix-up of memories, or did Amanda almost waste a prepared alibi on the wrong night? Either way, with her correction, she's locked in her story of what she and Sebastian were doing on the night of Caitlin's murder. The only problem, her fiancé Sebastian seems to know nothing about these activities.
What do you think about being arrested? Is that kind of freaky or?
Not really.
No? Why not?
Tend to keep calm. Yeah, whatever's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I know I didn't do anything.
Right.
So I'll eventually find out what's going on.
What do you think this is about?
I have no idea, honestly.
I mean, I didn't. And obviously, we have been, you've been here for a while.
Yeah.
And I was back with another detective, talked to Amanda. And she gives some different explanations of some time in this same time period. Particularly about Saturday and Sunday. Do you remember anything else you guys did Saturday or Sunday?
Nothing. Oh, I do recall.
With Sebastian having failed to remember Amanda's version of the night, the detectives give him a little nudge in the right direction.
Did you maybe go to a movie or something Saturday? That'd be pretty easy to remember if you did that.
I think we're supposed to go see a horror movie. A girl on the train.
Did you see the girl on the train? 'Cause that's not what she mentioned.
I don't recall seeing it now, but I know that was.
I mean, you remember if you went to the movies. You don't ever get to go do anything. Hell, you would remember if you went to the movies, right?
No, but I don't recall seeing the movie.
With that conflict between the couple's stories dealing a blow to their credibility, the detectives ask about the other half of Amanda's alibi.
And you didn't go see your dad Saturday either, then?
We were supposed to, but something about my stepmother trying to take my 3 little sisters, and she's not exactly the most stable person.
So did you go or did you not go?
I don't think he answered the phone when we were supposed to go there.
So
I do not remember, dog.
why would she say you went and saw this movie and went and saw your mom and dad?
climb that far.
As Sebastian processes the gulf between his recollection of Saturday night and his girlfriend's account, the detective notices something striking.
So what happened to your arm here? You got some spots on your arm.
Bit of a cat. There's a kid. He likes to play.
This looks like it's shaved or something.
Oh, yeah. When I sharpen my knives, I don't really.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that's how that does. Yeah, people do that. My grandpa will sit there and cut the hair off his fucking arms, to know if the blade's sharp enough. Yeah.
I know exactly how well I sharpen. So I just
So you're a knife guy.
I like knives. I collect them.
See how many you got?
Quite a few.
About this, at least, Sebastian is being honest. In their search of the couple's home, police find a slew of knives in various shapes and sizes.
Butterfly.
The question is whether any
shit.
of them are stained with the blood of Caitlin Root. Sensing perhaps that there is a dynamic between Amanda and Sebastian that could help them get closer to the truth, the detectives ask him about their roles in the relationship.
So who's the domineering one in the house?
Probably her.
There's nothing wrong with admitting that.
It's the same way.
Yeah, we're the same way. So she doesn't smoke.
I ain't, baby. The fuck you talking about? Maddie's the goat. My girl, the goat. She will cook, clean, and zip it, bruh. She don't start no beef. She don't start no problems with me. And guess what? I don't do the shit to her either. She cooks, I'll take the trash out. She cleans, I'll put the dishes in the dishwasher. Shit like that. You gotta work together, guys. You can't. I mean, like, I don't really think, like, right now we can really tell who's the more dominant one because we don't have kids. You know what I mean? Like, we're not. I don't know what the word is. We're not. There hasn't been a time to where we had to show our power over each other. Me and Maddie never. Me and Maddie always been. You want to do this? Should I do this? Or want to do it together? Or shit like that, bro. We don't really. I don't get that shit. The more dominant one. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't understand that one.
Any weed at all, or
she does once in a while, but
does she like it? Do you smoke weed?
I only do it if she says I can.
Right.
Okay, hell no. I'm not gonna lie. Hell the fuck no. Maddie tells me to not smoke some weed. Fuck no, Madeline. What the fuck? Hell. No, and she's never said that to me. She's literally never. Jeez. Can't smoke. Now I get it. No more drinking. Yeah, 100%. Your wife can tell you stop drinking, bro. Lay off the alcohol, bro. But weed, unless you sitting at home all day, every day, smoking weed and watching TV and not doing anything, not going to work, not streaming, not working online, not selling products online, not day trading. If you're not doing something online that can boost you or do something during the day, and all you do is smoke weed, man, that might be a problem. But you can always get through that problem compared to doing the hard drugs all day.
You already knew that, though. I'm not telling you anything you didn't know.
It's alright.
Amanda and Sebastian may have different stories about what happened last Saturday night, but when it comes to the question of who holds the power in the household, they are in lockstep.
Does he stay anywhere else now, even occasionally? Every night at you? Got a thumb on that, right? Make sure he's where he's supposed to be.
Yep. He's pretty. You gotta keep a lock on that.
What? Hey, man.
You guys don't run around with anybody. You don't hang out with anybody. It's just you two.
We're always home.
Love, exciting and new.
No, we just don't have friends. We don't have any.
Sebastian didn't have any friends?
Well, he did, but they were all female, so.
Enough of that.
That's because he's
that ain't
pretty.
Gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's because he's pretty. And
that ain't gonna happen.
See, I started.
Those detectives are fucking. Oh my god, man. Okay, I'm gonna say this, dudes. If you're just hanging around females, bro, you got a problem.
Now there's a friend also, so.
Oh, so you know how it works, right?
That works, don't you?
When the detectives ask Sebastian about how she views outside threats to their relationship, He agrees that Amanda runs a tight ship.
She a jealous woman?
She does get that way, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, majorly.
Majorly? Tell me about that.
She freaks out about the slightest thing when it comes to,
Stop calling me a medical mystery. Don't tell me things don't add up. Or to get a second opinion. I don't want to hear it's probably nothing.
Or not to worry that I'll grow out of it.
Atypical can't be where my story ends. I don't have time to wait and see. Because I want to be understood.
I need to be understood.
I need help making sense of my symptoms.
I need a plan that can actually help me.
I need a diagnosis now. To get real answers.
For me and my parents. Because diagnosis means we can finally take...
Hey, let's get out.
Shout out to them kids.
The detectives reasonably
They need their diagnosis, man.
Unstable jealousy could unlock the why behind this cruel murder. But they will soon learn that far more depraved motives lie at the heart of this tragedy.
She gets a little violent, but well, just really probably just out of jealousy.
You say violent. What did she do to be violent?
Well, she'll slap me if she thinks I did something wrong or probably wrong at all. And she'll yell and threaten me that she'll flee and stuff like that.
She ever beat up a girl because she thought the girl was after you?
She threatened her.
Yeah. Who was that?
She just threatens that in general.
So, what's the most violent thing she's ever done over jealousy?
It's probably during her mental breakdown that she had last. She freshened my ribs and started kicking and screaming. And at that point, I think she tried to stab me at one point.
How long ago was that?
About a month ago. And we got her a lot higher.
Come do that shit to me, bitch.
She's not gonna be as more psychotic.
That's pretty nuts. I mean, she's like this. You think you said psychotic. I mean, she's not really psychotic.
Without her medication, she's off the wall.
Jokes about jealous rage aren't all Amanda has been posting on her Facebook. She has also posted some disturbing memes on her feed. One of them says, "It's only murder if they find your body. Otherwise, you're just a missing person." The information about Amanda's violent nature is intriguing, but right now the detectives are more interested in the story Amanda has told them about Saturday night, especially about going to see the girl on the train.
How'd the movie end?
Weird.
They got her, dumbass. They got her, dumbass.
Just weird.
They got her, dumbass.
Kind of a plot twist.
How did the movie end?
It was all like a mystery about like a murder.
Mm-hmm. Who did the murder?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
You weren't paying attention.
It was a boring movie.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's extremely weird to me that you go to a movie and you have no idea what happened in that movie.
Start pressing her, bitch ass. Start pressing her. Little
Why
goth
didn't you go to the
bitch. I hope your meds fucking wear off mid-interview. I hope your fucking meds wear off mid-interview.
House?
I've got a guy going out to the theater to get the video from last Saturday night. Right now, he's on his way out there. The movie started at 10:10, and you were a little late, you said, right? So you got there after the previews. So I'll say around 10:30 probably. Would that be a safe guess?
Got a pimple.
I guess.
Okay. So
Hold on, I'll be right back.
they're definitely going to find you on that video, right?
But if Amanda sounds less than confident, perhaps there's a good reason. Investigators have already looked at the theater's surveillance footage, and there's no hint of Amanda or Sebastian in the video.
Mainly the thing that I have an issue with right now is Saturday at the movies. Because we could find no evidence of you guys being at the movies. And we pretty well already knew that before we even got down that road. Why would you tell me that you were at the movies when you weren't at the movies?
We were at the movies.
At the late movie, which started at 10:10, of Girl on the Train.
Mm-hmm.
And nowhere else. Then why? I mean, are you guys like invisible or something? Or I mean,
why won't you be on the video?
You're not there.
I don't know.
I would suggest it's because you weren't there, and I would suggest you were somewhere else, and you don't want to tell me about that.
We were at the movies.
I got a pimp, but I
Amanda
just can't see
clings
the
to her
shit.
story in the face of solid evidence, and her boyfriend does the same.
I do have you on video going through an intersection. I don't have her. I have the passenger side of the vehicle, and it's clearly you had stopped at an intersection. And so I assume she's driving. So you can't help me with where you might have been going or what you might have been doing.
Never didn't really do anything specific about that.
The detectives also confront Amanda with evidence that pokes fatal holes in her story.
Are you scared right now?
Mm-mm.
Not at all.
Mm-mm.
I would be. You are in a jam right now,
Frank. They were never at the apartment that night.
Never at Jeremy's apartment that night. We know where you were at.
Mm-hmm.
We have your cell phone to back that up. We have messages from you to back that up. We have the evidence.
We're at your house.
We're at your house.
We've got Sebastian.
We've got Sebastian.
They got Sebastian, bitch. Now what, you demon lover, bitch?
Just as the detectives reach the end of their rope with Amanda's crumbling alibi, they also reach a point with Sebastian where it's time to lay the cards on the table.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you gotta start putting that pressure on him.
Explain.
Oh, fuck me.
These suspects have only just begun to reveal.
My bad.
Hard person that you think you're gonna. That is spooky. What do you mean?
Like it wasn't.
And you sent her messages.
We didn't talk.
The detectives are laying aside their pretenses.
I would say you're right on track, honestly.
We're investigating hundreds of crimes.
The detectives, who've already been told of Amanda's violent, possessive side, explore whether Sebastian's interactions with Caitlin may have...
Never. We didn't really do anything. Yeah, the evidence. We're at your house. We're at your house.
My bad, chap.
We've got Sebastian.
We've got Sebastian.
And how do you have Sebastian?
Just as the detectives reach the end of their rope with Amanda's crumbling alibi, they also reach a point with Sebastian where it's time to lay the cards on the table.
Put that pressure on him.
Surprisingly, Sebastian helps them do so.
I mean, you're in here. You're in jail. You've been arrested. Your girlfriend's been arrested. Your kid's been given to your mother's quasi-mother-in-law.
Look at that, bro. Who would even do that? Ew.
You're pretty calm. I mean, what do you think this is about?
I couldn't really tell you. I have an assumption.
Okay, what is an assumption?
I know something happened at Grove Park around that time.
How do you know that?
All I've seen it all over the news and on my Facebook.
What happened there?
Apparently somebody got killed.
Who's somebody?
I don't know her name.
Though Sebastian attempts to make it sound as though he only knows of this murder through the media, it immediately becomes clear that he's a little closer to the situation than that.
Yeah. XXL fries meal? I'm going to get that, bitch. NGO. After stream today, we're going to get that.
You don't know? I didn't meet her because she went to the hospital when my son was born.
So she must tell you.
She knows me, but I didn't know her. I didn't even know her name.
Because she shows up. I mean, I gotta be honest, I've had 2 kids. The only people who showed up at the hospital were friends.
It was Amanda knew her, I didn't.
So she...
Dude, like, what the fuck is that bitch?
Because of Amanda.
Stupid hoe.
Her and Amanda were friends.
Ugly cunt.
How's Amanda feel about this? About her friend being dead.
No, she hasn't really shown a whole lot of emotion about it.
The detectives, who've already been told of Amanda's violent, possessive side, explore whether Sebastian's interactions with Caitlin may have triggered her jealousy.
Have you ever dated her before?
No. I don't even know her name. She ever flirted with you before?
Like at the hospital that day you read was born?
At the hospital, she tried talking to me. She kept complimenting my appearance and kept saying that even though it looked like I haven't been slept in a while, a few days I still look good. Amanda seemed kind of pretty mad about that.
Well, that was in front of Amanda.
Yeah.
You know, this is not our first rodeo. We've had a team.
There's 7 homicides in St. Joe within the past year.
Yeah.
At least that you found a body for.
All right.
It's probably more, but
Is there? Well, who said anything about a homicide?
Google.
But I mean, we didn't say anything about a homicide. Who says this is a homicide we're talking about? Is there something we need to know about a homicide?
Well, you're investigating.
My bad. He kind of fucked up. The cop did. He missed the pressure point. He missed how he was supposed to come off way harder. Who said anything about a homicide? What do you mean a homicide? You're not. No. You're supposed to go homicide. Tell me more. Why are you looking up our records of homicides? And then get her to stumble her words on that as to why she's looking into it, and then put the pressure on. Homie, put me in the cop shop.
Homicide?
We're investigating hundreds of crimes.
Mm-hmm. You're investigating homicide.
We're investigating hundreds of crimes.
Well, that's the only one in the news, so I'm assuming.
With the suspects already aware of why they're likely here, the cops let the cat out of the bag.
What can you do with $1.60? 3/4 of a pack of gum?
Hopefully half a soda.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I can buy. What?
Do a few questions.
I think you know the answers to the question, but go ahead and ask them. I'll help you out.
It was just when I was arrested at the parade. Why that was even really necessary for so many officers to come at me.
Well, I think you have to look at the thought of this. If that's what you think we're talking about then the officers thought that you possibly killed somebody.
Yes,
That's pretty serious. My book. All right?
I understand that. So,
I would say you're right.
What?
Honestly.
But if the detectives are laying aside their pretenses with Sebastian, they're going even more forcefully to the evidence with Amanda, particularly the evidence that connects her to Caitlin.
Friends with her on Facebook, your messenger.
After that night, don't tell anybody.
Yep, where are you going?
Don't tell anybody where you're going, who you're going with.
We can just do it over at my house. We do it in the LA all the time.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the messages that you sent her, Caitlin. Let's quit calling her. She deserves a name. Regardless of what she was or what she did, her name is Caitlin Root. And you sent her messages to come and be with you guys and not to tell anybody who she was going with.
She was such a good friend. She came to the hospital the day that your son was born.
Mm-hmm. And she talked about how it wasn't my baby.
What do you mean?
Like it wasn't Sebastian's baby.
So it was your baby, but not Sebastian's baby.
So it pissed her. So she's out there saying, "Hey."
She's saying you're.
Yeah, she's calling you. Yeah.
What else is it if she says it's not Sebastian's baby?
Yeah.
She's telling you that you run around, which is really what she does, isn't it?
That doesn't bother me.
As hard as they try to get a reaction out of Amanda, however, she remains seemingly indifferent. Sebastian, however, tells them that she had a much different response at the time.
She didn't wait for her to leave, and that she was just gonna keep her cool about it. She didn't want to have to fight somebody after she had a baby.
Back with Amanda, the detectives are learning a lot about their teenage suspect, and none of it is good.
You don't physically scare me, but it's just spooky that you just have no emotion about it. No emotion.
She's demonic, bruh.
for 31 years, I have never, ever sat across from someone and talked to them about a crime like this, even if they're not involved, and had them sit here with this much lack of emotion. And not to mention the fact that I'm telling you, you did it, and you have no emotion except for giggling once in a while. That is spooky.
As these interviews proceed, crime scene analysts are collecting evidence at the couple's home. They come across several bizarre items that hint at the chilling truth of what happened to Caitlin. It's these items that detectives have in mind as they question Sebastian about Amanda's religious beliefs.
She's kind of looked into some other stuff too, some darker stuff, hasn't she?
A little bit.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I don't mind it as long as she doesn't go, like, too far with it.
Right. What would be too far? What would be too far?
Really depending on what the exact,
like all gothing out.
Yeah. Maybe it affect her actions or her appearance or like that. I mean, influencing her to do anything.
Do you believe
Our universe could be as small as a speck on
Do you
a
believe
ballpoint
in
pen.
Satan? Do you worship Satan? Huh?
I don't know.
You
Okay, I can get it after that.
He said he'd be right back. I texted him and he said he'd be right back. Said
Do you have deodorant?
She's sweating like a motherfucker. She's stressing.
No. So,
It's gonna get smelly.
do you
up
have
in
any, when you worship Satan, what do you do?
here. I didn't say I worship Satan.
I'm saying you probably do. I'm guessing you do.
And why do you think that?
I just do, but might be because of the stuff that's in your background. But when I just ask you and you say, I don't know, maybe I do, that's kind of a clue.
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Maybe I believe in God, maybe I don't. Maybe I believe that chair is the Messiah, maybe I don't.
You just see one thing consistent about our interview, that whenever I back you into a corner about something you're uncomfortable about or about the truth, that you find something else to talk about.
Yeah.
You think you're smarter than anybody else.
No, I probably sound like
No, you sound like a person who is scrambling to do anything to avoid
the
truth.
Detective Till's assessment isn't based solely on their latest exchange. Throughout the interview, Amanda has diverted the conversation into a number of blind alleys, many of them quite silly.
Well, I can't
birthday.
guarantee anything at this point. So,
I mean, I could get a cupcake or something.
when you do smoke weed, where do you get it from? Do you get it from here? Who do you get your weed from?
He's a hamster.
He's a hamster. Okay.
They should let you have pets in jail. But then that'd be a bad idea, though, because then they would probably die.
And it's not long before Amanda tosses out her most outrageous suggestion yet.
There's only two people that were there, you and Sebastian. So you're telling me he did it all?
He didn't do anything.
Then who did then?
A bear?
You know what I'm beginning to think? What I'm beginning to think is you are a very cold, hard person.
Yep.
Do I get to go to the back there?
In a minute. She had to go back into dispatch. Hey, I'm beginning to think you're a very cold, hard person. That you can sit here and have no emotion and make funnies about all
the bitch is demonic.
Stuff to say maybe
it's pretty fucking
bear.
Well, I don't know what she was
Oh, you know
killed
exactly what she was killed by.
This statement, the interrogation takes a turn.
Fuck this stupid bitch.
Run out of patience.
Less than a week ago, you killed somebody.
Damn. They are on this bitch's ass, bruh. Holy shit. I'm not gonna lie. This is harder. And she's just staying, like.
You probably went home and had a great time. Oh, wasn't that fun? Wasn't that great? I can't wait to do it again. Maybe we should do it to Siler. Yeah. Maybe we should do it to Siler. What we did to her, maybe we should do that to Siler.
Wait, Siler? Your fucking son? Alright, that's kind of. I'm not gonna lie. That is crazy mental games.
You're sick. I've never killed anyone.
What a. Hey, W mans, bro. W fucking cop, dude.
You're evil, 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 soulless, heartless people who like to kill and get off on it. You probably rubbed her blood all over your body and probably, I don't know, probably had some weird...
Danced in a circle.
Yeah.
Shouting.
You did?
Is that what you think?
Yeah, that's what I think. Because you don't... So what happened then?
No, that didn't happen. I hope that didn't happen.
You hope?
You danced around in her blood and probably went, yay me, look at me. Here's to you, Satan. Here's to you, my first sacrifice. Or is it my first sacrifice to you? You know what? This one doesn't work. How about a baby? Let's sacrifice.
No way. If they found some fucked up shit on her phone that suggests this bitch was about to kill that baby, I am...
Baby souls are worthless.
Oh my god, the fact that she even said that. Yes, that yeah. She's just self-incriminated herself. She's a fucking bitch.
Worth more than a baby soul? A horse? Somebody, a bad girl soul is worth more than a pure innocent baby? Really? So was her soul worthless?
I don't know.
You told me a baby soul is worthless, so when does a soul become worthful? You yourself look it up. I'm not looking it up. You've looked it up. So when is a soul worth something?
I didn't look anything up.
Well, then how do you know a baby soul is worthless?
Amanda's remark hints at something lurking beneath her typical teenage facade. But we will soon see that it merely scratches the surface of her chilling beliefs.
Yeah, she's a fucking...
On this day, however, Detective Ogdell has heard enough.
How we doing? She's a liar. 2 things I know about this. I'll let you talk to her for a moment about what you're going to talk to her about. But 2 things I know for sure, Josh. Okay? You know, of course, her son's name is Siler, who she doesn't care about. Okay. Boyfriend's name is Sebastian. There's 2 things I know about her. She is a killer, and she's a liar.
Wow. He is on that ash, bruh.
Well, okay. The new detective may seem like a friendly alternative at first, but once he introduces himself as a computer forensics investigator, Amanda seems to understand that he's not come to deliver any good news.
And so let me tell you what happens with a cell phone and today's smartphones is that they automatically connect to Wi-Fi locations. And so what happens with a smartphone is that it stores that location that it tried to connect to. And so when I look at your phone and when I looked at Sebastian's phone and when I looked at Caitlin's phone, what do you think that those phones had in common?
Locations.
You're right.
The detective lets her know as plainly as possible that the phone data leaves no room for her to be innocent.
The question is not whether you did it. It's why. For what purpose? And that's a question, an answer that only you can provide. Was it sport? Was it fun? Was it just to do something? Or was it more than that? Was it this bond that you and Sebastian now share? What was it?
I have no answers for that. I need to talk to a lawyer.
It's probably a good idea.
Yep. And I'm not gonna lie, this bitch is probably fucking 2 hours late. Or no, 39 minutes late.
Good luck to you.
Sebastian also withers under
Did the volume go up?
Asks for a lawyer. But while this seems to mark the end of their cooperation, these suspects have only just begun to reveal the depths of their madness. Almost as a preview, Sebastian ends the first interview with a single, highly suspicious remark.
We need to understand why this happened. What happened? What did this girl do? Did she come on to you?
What?
Did she assault Amanda? What happened that got to this point?
Not quite. You know the reasoning behind why. It was, her specifically. I hate to ask, but, like to see a lawyer. Not for any.
Not for anything.
But
bro, you're guilty, dog.
Discuss, something with a lawyer.
That's absolutely your right to do that.
With Amanda having also exercised her right to counsel, the detectives exit, leaving her alone in the interrogation room with a cop whose only job for the time being appears to be babysitting her.
I mean, I just don't want to say anything that's going to put me away for life. That's why I'm not saying anything.
I respect that.
The cop puts Amanda at ease. Perhaps more at ease than she realizes, because their conversation will soon take a dark turn. That chilling part of their conversation is still to come, and its unbelievable revelations will shed an ominous new light on what happened to Caitlin Root. As for Sebastian, they don't leave him in the room. They take him straight out for processing, and it says he's being fingerprinted that he asked Detective Till if he can speak with him alone back in the interrogation room.
Man, this the motherfucker they're all saying is fucking handsome and gorgeous and pretty and shit. He ain't
and
shit.
And as the hint at the end of his first interview suggests,
I don't quite know the reasoning behind why it was her specifically.
This time, his story has changed.
I know what happened, but I kind of like to explain. It makes me sound crazy.
Well, understand that it happens, and I just want to hear I want to know what happened.
She knows this about me, that I'm not quite all there in the head a little bit. I am. Two different sides. Like I'm a sociopath. So it's like, that's one reason I'm so calm and emotional right now.
Arctic has really put a lot of thought into how you move this thing around. It has all-terrain, puncture-resistant wheels that...
Fuck you and your fucking...
Sebastian begins the second interview with an intriguing bit of information about himself. One that almost seems designed specifically to limit his culpability in whatever happened that night.
At certain times, if I lose my temper or freak out, like, this state of my consciousness just kind of goes away for a bit. A different kind of consciousness comes up. Get the name, and it's basically like the more violent, evil part of me.
What was that name?
Drake.
Drake? Does she know when Drake is talking to her? You know, does she address him by the name Drake?
Sometimes. Sometimes it's me because she's calling me by my name. He doesn't care.
But she recognizes the two different people.
Yeah, it's very distinct.
He says that it's not him, but it's still part of him. Like, he says that it's a second person that lives in his head, and that second person has no real emotions, and that it's just evil.
I just wish I was able to make her, but this was not an outcome. I know she has no remorse. She has no guilt about it. She's more excited.
Yeah, I agree. She had no remorse whatsoever. People said it multiple times talking about it.
She's always been controlling. I have to ask if I can leave the house. I have to ask her anything if I want to do anything. I don't like being controlled like that, but I'd never do something like this. I'd stop her before she did it. But the other half of me likes her a lot.
With the stage set for Sebastian to begin telling his story, Detective Till asks him how they came to be in Caitlin's company last Saturday night.
I don't have any actual recollection of what exactly happened, but it's kind of like a faded memory.
What do you remember of it?
I remember us being in the park, just walking, all three of us, and out of nowhere, I heard loud something smacking, and she was on the ground. And then so she didn't have any clothes on. And then we were getting up, she was all bloody on the ground. I don't remember the details between those.
Sebastian's not the only one coming back for a second sit-down. On Monday morning, 2 days after her initial interview, Amanda sends word that she'd like to speak with detectives once again. This time she not only brings a different story, but an entirely different persona.
I was at work with my mom at Pizza Hut, and I was just messaging people to see if anyone wanted to hang out, because I never do. I messaged a girl named Haley Mooney, because another girl named Haley, and a girl named Allie, and I messaged Caitlin. And I asked them, like, hi, what are you guys doing? What's up? And Caitlin talked to me. She just, like, talked, said, hi, how are you? And I was like, I'm at work, bored. And I was like, you have anything to do? And she's like, no, not really. I'm just sitting here. I was like, oh, you want to hang out or something? She said, yeah, that'd be cool.
Amanda insists that they only intended to hang out peacefully with Caitlin that evening, and she illustrates this with a story of what happened when they stopped at a convenience store near their house. It's during this story that she reveals something surprising about the picture police found on Caitlin's phone.
And we were talking about the lights on the signs, like it was either the lottery sign or the open sign or something like that. So then I asked her if she had a phone on her, and she said she did. I asked if I could see it, and she handed it to me, and then I took a picture of the sign. I said, when I have a memory. And then we started talking about how they were doing new stuff at Craig Park, and she said that she hadn't seen it yet. I told her that I didn't see it either, and then Sasha was like, well, do you want to go check it out? And she's like, yeah.
Amanda tells them that they spend quite a while at the park walking around before finally resting at the top of a hill. And this is where her story takes a turn.
Then Sebastian sat down next to me, and he said, you're probably not going to believe me because it sounds crazy, but I'll explain what he's talking about later. If you remind me, I'll tell you. But he said that they wanted her for a sacrifice. They wanted her specifically, and that she fit the criteria, and that they wanted her. I told him that we were having fun with her, and that she was becoming my friend, and that I didn't want it to be her. Like, she was bleeding, so Sebastian pulled me aside and handed me a stick and said, hit her, you need to hit her. And I told him I didn't want to, and he said, hit her now. So I hit her with a stick, and she said, ow, what was that for? So I know I didn't hit her very hard. And Sebastian ran past me and knocked her to the ground and started choking her.
How was he choking her?
She was laying right here, and he had a hold of her like that and was choking her.
At that point, Amanda tells them the violence escalated, and Sebastian took drastic measures.
And then she was trying to say, help me, please stop, I can't breathe. And he said, can you help me? And I just stood there. I didn't know what to do. And then he took a syringe out of his pocket.
For what?
A syringe, like, for shots and stuff. And he stabbed her in the neck with it. And I asked him what that was, and he said it was supposed to make her go to sleep, so she wouldn't feel anything. And then, after a while, she stopped moving. And then he said the clothes had to come off because they wouldn't accept it if she had clothes on. So then he cut her clothes off.
Amanda doesn't reveal quite yet what she means by they, but she's finally acknowledged at least being there during these moments of unrestrained brutality. Back with Sebastian, the detective asks him about the weapons they brought to the park.
What did that knife look like? Knife that you would usually carry on your side.
Oh, my neck.
The Winchester, like that kind of a rose-colored handle on it, reddish wood.
Yeah, and a hole at the bottom you keep like tied to a rope or something.
Mm-hmm.
And there was the knife. It had bones all over it.
Sebastian's account of that evening may be conveniently sparse, but his recollection of the knives resonates with what police found at their house. Blood is detected on both knives, and the DNA profile matches with Caitlin Root.
And then he handed me a knife and said to stab her. I told him that I couldn't, and he said we have to do it now. because we can't go back now, because if we do, then we're going to jail. So he took it back and he stabbed her in the chest.
Did both of you partake in stabbing her and cutting her, or just you, or just Amanda?
I was holding her.
Holding her down so Amanda could do what needed to be done? The injuries to her neck, how hard was that to inflict?
My knives are incredibly sharp.
Incredibly sharp.
While Sebastian continues to claim having trouble remembering what happened that night, his girlfriend is not.
He stabbed her like right here. And then I covered my eyes and ears and I turned around. I don't know what he did after that, but when I turned back around, she was standing up. I knew he had stabbed her though, but she was standing up and starting to get up and walk away. And he looked surprised, so I don't think it was supposed to happen. And then he knocked her back down and jumped on top of her, on top of her with his legs, and he was choking her again. And he said loud enough that she was a fighter, so I don't think it was knowing how he wanted it to. He said that she was fighting, and then after a while he said that she didn't have pulse anymore.
Is it a possibility that you might have cut her or stabbed her and not remembered?
I guess there's a possibility.
It's not the only detail Amanda would like to forget about that evening.
And he was shining the light over her, and he told me to look at her. He said, "Look what we did to her." And I keep looking at her. I didn't want to know what happened to her. He showed me her phone. And he said, "We have to get rid of her phone, because if the police find it, then they'll see that I was talking to her, and they'll probably take me to jail for murder." So he took the SIM card out, and he broke it in half and put it somewhere. And then he stopped on the phone, and it wasn't breaking. So he bent it until the light went out.
Sebastian didn't succeed in actually destroying Caitlin's SIM card, of course, and his take on Amanda's mood in the aftermath is quite different.
She's pretty giddy, excited. Normally when we go to bed, we just lay down and go to sleep. We don't have any interaction with each other. She wanted to come on me, lay on me, kiss me, hug me, all that stuff she never does. Really?
According to Amanda, however, Sebastian was occupied with more sinister matters, having brought home a souvenir from the crime scene.
He reached in the purse, and the first thing he pulled out was a bottle that was this big, and it had blood in it. And he was just looking at it. And he held it up to the light. And he told me that it didn't look normal, that blood shouldn't look like that. And then he said that he was going to go downstairs and he was going to make more of the stuff that he put into her neck, because he made it out of something. I don't know if he put it in. And I'm pretty sure you guys found it, but the vials that was had numbers on it, that was on the bedside table. That's what he made that night.
Police find a bottle matching that description at their home, though it's not clear from the report what, if anything, they found inside. In a later interview with the detectives, Sebastian talks about the contents in the bottle.
It was just stuff that I was just mixing together.
What is it exactly?
Alcohol, the rubbing alcohol. And that's pretty much all it was.
That's not the only disparity in their accounts, as both of them seem willing to throw the other under the bus. Sebastian tells detectives about something else that ties Amanda to the murder, and they soon confront her about it.
Purple rubber gloves that you wore up there when you guys killed Caitlin.
I didn't have much on.
They sent it off for DNA, and he told me that day that you had on rubber gloves to keep from getting bloody, and that you threw them in the kitchen trash.
I didn't have any gloves on.
While Amanda remains resistant to the notion that she had any direct participation in the murder, Sebastian's story, as usual, is a little different.
Amanda, she did stab her, but I don't think it wasn't successful. She says she couldn't do it. She tried, but she wouldn't be able to actually stab her. Wouldn't go through her skin.
In his previous interview with the detectives, Sebastian had informed them how Amanda's behavior in the following days was deeply concerning.
She wants to go to the candlelight or the funeral. I told her she probably shouldn't do that.
Did she go to the candlelight?
We both worked. All the nights, every time for the funeral, candlelight.
Why did she say she wanted to go? Was that exciting to her too?
Yeah, she said she wanted to buy a t-shirt with Caitlin's name on it.
Want to buy a t-shirt with Caitlin's name on it?
Yeah, the t-shirts that they're selling said she wanted to buy one of those.
While the detectives are intrigued by Sebastian's picture of his girlfriend as a cold, calculating monster, they're also focused on getting to the reasons behind this senseless murder. And they will soon get more than they bargained for.
I can't say I have any remorse, which I regret the name.
What?
You regret it, but you don't really have any remorse over it. But you know that you coming and being honest about it, though, is a big step.
I don't really care much for life, but I know I shouldn't be taken in vain.
With this half-hearted step towards morality on Sebastian's part, the detectives try to figure out how much truth there is to this supposed alternate personality living in his mind.
He talks to me. I hear it now.
What's he telling you right now?
He's just laughing at me.
Why?
Because he thinks it's funny. He thinks it's pathetic that I'm here even.
Just as he blames Drake for whatever involvement he might have had in the murder of Caitlin Root,
Drake?
Sebastian also blames him for steering Amanda down a dark path in the preceding months. Finally, officers are getting a hint at a motive, strange as it is.
She might be able to control other people, manipulate them, able to be more beyond this world. The other consciousness I have knows about that. I know it influenced her.
So what exactly did Drake tell her?
That there are certain demons that would take deals that would do things for her in place of a soul or some sort of like that. All she had to do is take the life, give the soul.
Another deal that he made was he believes in reincarnation, and he told me that he was born in the 1200s, and that when he was born, that like a demon came and found him because he told me he was poor and all of his family and stuff died of a plague or something like that. The demon came and told him that if he gives him souls, that he would like make him reincarnate, and each time he died he would come back.
Earlier, Amanda mentions about deals they made that she would talk about later.
I'll explain what he's talking about later, but he said that they wanted her for a sacrifice.
These they are demons.
He doesn't worship demons, but he says that he talks to them all the time, and that they come into the world and they give you different things, like kind of be trained things. Like one thing he has that he told me he has is that each demon has a different section in hell or something like that. It's a torture section, is what he said. And the demon that he traded with was called Almadir or something like that. And he traded a soul for taking his spot in hell. So whenever Sebastian died or whatever, he wouldn't have to go through like judgment or whatever. He would just be taken to hell and given. He wouldn't be punished. He would just be given that place, and then he would torture people for eternity.
Amanda says that these outrageous notions not only influenced Sebastian to take Caitlin's life, but even their actions afterwards.
He said that part of his deals was that they would take the body with them whenever they came to collect the soul. Like, I told them we should move her. She's like, they'll come and take her. It's part of the thing.
The detectives sit down with Sebastian for a third time to talk about Amanda's story, and the question about whose version is true gets even murkier. Who was steering this demonic, murderous ship?
She told me that you said you were born in the 1200s and you'd been reincarnated several times, and that you'd been killed a couple times. You had the Black Plague, and that you'd made several deals with this demon to keep going.
It's pretty out there.
Well, it's all kind of out there.
Yeah, but this is new information to me.
With both suspects pointing the finger at the other, the detectives begin to believe that Amanda knows more about these satanic influences than she's let on.
You remember also when we asked you about sacrificing Siler, and you said wouldn't do that because baby souls have no value. Do you remember telling us that? I mean, that doesn't sound like somebody that
has no idea what's going on.
Has no idea. I mean, you clearly know the baby soul in this demonic world that we're talking about have no value. You know, you know this.
It isn't just that one remark that has the detectives doubting Amanda's innocence when it comes to these matters. After her initial interrogation, as she was waiting to be transported to juvenile detention, she had much to say about the realm of the unholy, and none of it sounded like second-hand information.
You're gonna think I'm crazy, but I've been to hell before, so once you cross over that border, you can see everything from a spiritual point of view. Hell is way more complex than what everyone says. Like, there's no fire, for one. There's no fire. It's not hot. It's normal, and there's like, it's kind of like an office building. There's different sections, and each demon has like a secretary who goes out and collects like debts and souls from people. I can manipulate like fire. Like, I can make, like I made a lighter explode one time and stuff. Like, I can manipulate it. I can make it go in different spots and stuff like that. Whenever you reach out to a demon and you accept them, like if you do a possession and you accept them into your body, you can't ever get rid of them again. They have a connection and a tie to you. Where they want you, they will find you, and they will put thoughts in your head to make you go somewhere and do something and make it think that it's your idea. Like, say, like there are some people, like they make people kill people. Like, you'll just see images of yourself stabbing someone or something, like it's a memory, but you didn't do it. Like, I was born in the 1200s. That's my actual birth time. I don't remember the day. One of my things was I get my memories from each life. I take the secretary spot, and in exchange, they give me my memories. What you can do is you can sacrifice souls to people. Is like, when someone dies or whatever, you give their soul to them. They are getting stuff no matter what, so they don't care what happens to you. Like, if you get arrested for, like, killing and murdering, they're not going to stop that. You're going to spend your time in jail.
Does that make sense?
Which is bullcrap, because they should help you and stuff. But they don't.
All told, Amanda discussed her adventures in demonology for nearly 25 uninterrupted minutes, before finally bringing it to a close with these apt thoughts.
You don't hear about that much unless you actually...
Well, it's because most of the time when you talk about it, everyone's like, you're seeing stuff. Then call you crazy and you get locked up. But that's probably what's going to happen to me.
Back with Sebastian, he discloses a chilling detail that adds a twisted new dimension to Amanda's behavior at the scene of the murder.
Did she do anything there at the sacrifice of Caitlin? Did she pray or speak to her demons?
She chanted something. Something Dirk wrote down.
Do you remember what it was?
I don't.
That really interests me.
It's nothing of actual significance, but I can't recall it said.
And then he handed me a paper. And opened it, and it had a bunch of words on it. It wasn't normal language. I don't know what it said. It said like the first word started with an L and was like a monos or something like that. I don't know. And he told me that that's what we had to say.
Amanda claims that Sebastian burned the paper when they got home that evening. But police don't have to look hard to find evidence of their satanic beliefs. During a search of their house, they come across a journal filled with writings about the couple's interest in demons. One page is dedicated to a guide on inviting possession. Another advises offering souls and sacrifices to demons. Another chronicles what happened during demonic possession. One page has what appears to be disturbing proverbs, such as, bleed for those who only love the taste of your blood. These writings are bizarre, but they don't necessarily tie Amanda to direct involvement in Caitlin's murder. However, she soon coughs up a confession that changes things.
He told me we didn't want blood on me, so then I had gloves on. And then whenever he said he was going to set the thing on fire, he said to get rid of the gloves and then put them in the trash.
You obviously did something because you did have blood on the gloves.
I don't remember there being blood on the gloves.
With their confessions on the table, Detective Till asks Amanda a simple question.
You guys are involved in this. Caitlin's dead. What do you think the appropriate punishment would be for you two?
Honestly, for me, I was there, and I didn't tell anybody anything happened. So, I mean, I should be put in jail for some time, but I do have a baby that's 2 months old, and that's a vital part of his life, because he's going to be crawling soon. He's going to have his first Halloween without me there already.
Hey, guess what? You weren't thinking about that shit when you were fucking killing, were you?
He's going to start talking, and he's growing out of all of his clothes that I got for him and stuff, and I'm never going to get to see him in those, and I'm not going to get to dress him and stuff like that. I mean, there's house arrest.
However, before the interview concludes, she drops one last bombshell and makes one last attempt to shift the blame.
With me saying this, I'm going to jail for the rest of my life. Sebastian said that towards the end of the year, he has to have two sacrifices, or else he gets dragged down to hell and he gets nothing. So he said that he needed to find somebody. So I messaged people that I knew hated themselves and hated their lives and kept telling me and posted on Facebook and stuff that they were miserable and that they didn't want to be here anymore.
What the fuck is this? Amanda, when you feel alone, just remember that I love...
to be here anymore.
Wait, no. I love you. I love you. I love you. No, I love you just for the way you... I can't say that. Fuck that. Fuck the devil. Fuck Satan. Fuck this bitch. Anybody that worships this stupid crown.
It made me feel a little bit better. I told him that I found someone that he could use.
That he could sacrifice.
That he didn't have to go out and just find somebody and kill somebody. I thought he was me. And I didn't think he was telling me the truth until he actually stabbed her.
While Amanda clings desperately to the last threads of logic that would mitigate her involvement, the detectives ask her one last question. What would you say to Caitlin's family?
That she didn't deserve anything, and that honestly she was one of the best people that I've ever met in my whole life.
Why is that?
Because
you say you barely knew her.
I didn't know her, yet she was still willing to come hang out with me, and when we hung out we were talking like we were best friends. She talked to me like she trusted me with everything. And
she did, with her life. You said that Siler is growing up. He's going to be crawling. You won't get to see that. You won't get to hold him. You won't get to change his clothes.
Dude, she is one ugly cunt, bro. I'm not going to lie. Now I know why she worships you know who, bro. Look at that, bro. That is one ugly bitch. One ugly bitch.
I would leave.
Regardless of the bangs, bro, that is one ugly bitch.
Caitlin will never have a baby. Her parents will never see her get any older.
Preach.
Her friends will never see her grandparents. Chances are you'll probably come out of prison a young woman yet and get to remake the rest of your life for the better, I hope. But Caitlin will never have that opportunity.
On God.
Amanda and Sebastian are charged separately for second-degree murder, charges they both ultimately plead guilty to. According to her cellmates at the Juvenile Detention Center, Amanda freely advertised herself as the Krug Park killer in the months following her arrest, reportedly telling one girl, "I'll do to you what I did to her." In addition to these boasts, she also hatched a plan to get Sebastian a lighter sentence. According to a later interview, Amanda wrote a letter to her boyfriend taking responsibility for the murder and its planning. The idea was that Sebastian would show the letter to his lawyer, but guards confiscated it, and the plan was foiled. The other Amanda that police had brought in for questioning earlier was not involved in Caitlin's murder in any way. In May of 2017, approximately 7 months after the senseless killing of Caitlin Root, Amanda Bennett and Sebastian Dowell were both sentenced to life in prison. Upon hearing this, Caitlin's mother Jamie had only 3 words. It's not enough.
It's not enough. Hey, facts.
Rasmussen University.
Nobody gives a fuck. Facts, bruh. Hey, W video, crazy case. Guys, if you are worshiping the devil, man, or Satan, all I can say to you, do not run into me. Do not run into any God-fearing man or woman. You will be taken, like, they will destroy you. We will destroy. I don't fuck with no Satanists. No Satanists, no atheists, no none of that weird shit, bruh. If they, oh, you believe in God. It's a belief, bro. The belief is strong enough. You gotta have the belief. Believe he got you. Believe all you need is the man upstairs, bro. That's all you need. Not Satan. Not no stupid psychotic boyfriend. Not no stupid long banged bitch. You don't need none of that shit, bro. Real shit. So, guys, go find yourself a good partner that's gonna lead you towards the man upstairs, that's going to lead you towards a good life, that's going to lead you towards future kids, you know what I mean? A way better life. All that shit comes from worshiping him, the man upstairs, bro. That's how I'm going to end this video. That's where I'm going to leave y'all off. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. All the support helps, man. We're at, what, 20 subscribers? We get up to 100 subs, man. I'm going to do a little special, I'm not going to say too much. Yeah, I'm going to do something special for y'all. So, just to show you guys I appreciate y'all and I love y'all. Yeah, y'all have a good one. I love you guys. Have a great day.